Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach, and you're tuned in to Madden 19 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be a good one between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets. Let's get up to the...
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, you got 3.
30! First carry for Kenyon Wayne. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. Eifert over the middle. The numbers for Eifert in that game last week: 4 catches, 54 yards, and a touchdown.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Tannehill now to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll fake it with Tannehill. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call.
Hey. 4 down.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And he gets this one to Bruce Ellington. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense: find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're firing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Well, of course, you want to find the end zone, but, you go on the road, you get 3 points. I think you take it.
Yeah, pretty good start to the day for them, don't you think? Right, you go out there, get the 3 points. Now, look, it's not going to silence this crowd, but it might take a little bit of steam out of them right off the top.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Gun! 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 Gun!
On 2nd down, Jackson. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure. On 3rd down, it's man, and he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance, but a short yardage, trying to pick up 1st downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't it? So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
Jackson on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone. You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful. Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
4 down, 4 down.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Escapes the defender. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards on the play. They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency. And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there. Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice game there. This one goes for 20. Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got my oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there. What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain. On 2nd down, here's Jackson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. But terrifying. Defense is when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he picks picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
You got 4. You got 4.
From the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Marcus Golden able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
No, check. Patriot! Patriot!
It's a quarterback sneak. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. He needed 2. He only got 1 on the sneak, and that's going to lead us to a 4th and 1.
There are certain drives in a game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, they just stayed there. First quarter, 4th and goal, running in. A boost.
I think they showed confidence in their defense by going for it. That's telling their defense, look, we're counting on you guys, and we know that we believe in you because we go for it here. Even if we don't get it, get field position on our side, and you'll stop them. Instead, they put it in the end zone and tally up 6 points.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Go. Ready!
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. His throw incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete.
Good. 30! Go!
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill under pressure. He's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Avery Williamson in there to get him for a loss of 5.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, and it's a second one here. That tells you.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up.
Good. 80!
From the gun, here's Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
Check.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
That is right. Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And this one hauled in by Will Tye. And they've got it. Well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
4 down, check, 4 down.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey looking to find a lane, but he can't reined in at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, baby.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Yeah, baby.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
4 down. Hot! Hot!
Jackson from the shotgun. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Marcus Golden in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And out come the Dolphins now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. They go play action here on 1st down. Got his man. It's Eifert. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
It's complete to Parker, left side. 20! And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Holding offense.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Play. Let's go. We're 30. Hot.
Back to throw, Tannehill. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
One tight end. Key him. Key the tight end. Set. Good 80. Go.
On second down, it's Drake. They have a running right through it. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Run.
Holding offense.
Quick.
So a decent game.
Still second down
on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Set. 20. Hot.
Drake on the give from Tannehill. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Let's go.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
And to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle.
80.
Third and long, it's Tannehill. Dumps it complete to Miller. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
So many times you hear today's NFL is described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. They got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. If you know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They go play action now. Jackson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Marcus Golden in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Hey, we got four down.
On third down, Jackson. And he's got the tie complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. And that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Jets on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
4 down, check, 4 down.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
He really looked comfortable there, scanning the situation, analyzing things, feeling the pressure, and then stepping up right through the middle and sprinting for a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Here's Jackson to throw. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Getting set to go again on offense. Here's Devontae Parker. Now, a chance maybe here for them to get him more involved. They're down here on the scoreboard, and he's been very quiet.
And the silence has been deafening for his team. They don't need that at all. They need fireworks. They need explosive plays. They need him touching the football in any way possible. Maybe go to some jet sweeps. Anything to get him going.
Something to get him the ball. See if they can do it. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. The tackle by Tremaine Johnson.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Well, the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we've hit halftime here. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. And the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the 2nd half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out now come the Jets. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now Jackson on second down. Hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. And they're going to have this across mid. Field and inside the 45.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
To throw is Jackson on 3rd down. Complete out run to Kurz. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range. Can't go for it, but as you said, they picked it up. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Play action. Now Jackson. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
Everyone's got 4 down.
From the gun, Jackson. And this is caught at the 8. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Operating from the gun. Jackson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
The quick slant caught, and he's in. Touchdown, Jets. As his guys are in for 6, and the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
That drive, they really increased their cushion. Felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get these kicks started for them. And you know, in half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the 2nd?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the 2nd half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Automatic 1st down.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
30!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
They'll get 3 up to midfield. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all. That leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
From the 50, it's Tannehill. The catch made by Miller. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin 1st down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have the center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it, try and get upfield, and gain additional yardage.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
So that'll back them up 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They stay on the ground with Drake. And able to work his way down to the 16. An 8-yard gain, so that gets him halfway there. Now they're left with a 3rd and 8 more.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Hey,
Out of the gun, Tannehill. Underneath for Miller. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a 1st down pickup.
good. 30.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th.
Let's go.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Hey, 20, 20, 20, 20. Good, 80.
Tannehill now to throw. Steps away to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Good.
They'll get it up the middle. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, as the play call comes in on 3rd down, you have to think about 4-down territory here. Down a few touchdowns, they need points, and they need big points.
This Jet defense so far standing tall. They need another stop now. 3rd and goal. Now Drake. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Darius Stewart now on the return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side.
Offense.
Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
A full start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. The drive will start with an option going left. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. On 2nd down, Jackson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing him.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Tannehill. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it's a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball. Saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in that.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Dolphins have got it.
That takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we could make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm.
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
That one good for 12 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And boy, the reward was there. A big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up the first down.
The gain of 5 that time gives them the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Let's go. 180.
On 1st and goal, Drake. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Kenyon Drake with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the 4th. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote onto your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
A little salt, a little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments. I can't believe I just brought that up, because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like you still harbor some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
4 down, 4 down.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey, and he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And that one results in 35 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They go play action with Jackson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
4 down, 4 down. Back 99 Philly, here we go. Gone.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
The Jets on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
From the gun, Jackson. Pass from the ball. No, lost the football. And the Dolphins may have got it. Let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game. And all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball is the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spent all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And that one results in 35 yards.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post, and most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
A good pickup there, 22. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Bruce Ellington, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now Damian Williams to return it. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a two-score game even with the 2 points there, but let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Again, it's Bilal. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he's got Miller. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. They go play action here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Tannehill going to throw it. He shakes it off. And incomplete.
Yeah, very smart play right there. Pocket collapsing around him. Love the way he moved around a little bit and avoided the sack.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
We got 3.
They run it near the line. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. As they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. That'll go in the books as just a 16-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right. All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it. This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Throw left side complete. It's Dawson. They give him a gain of 37. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Now Jackson on 1st down. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down.
Foul. Face mask. Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all.
look at
Now your
56.
discipline
Look at
comes into
56.
question.
Go
Having
on,
poise
go on.
this stage
Go
of the
on.
game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Detroit! Detroit!
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. And it's a rush to the line right now for the Jets. Now Jackson to throw on 2nd down. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Detroit! Detroit!
One last shot for Jackson. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Miami, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.